The movie begins with a story about Cleopatra and Mark Antony. On their wedding day, Mark Antony gave Cleopatra 3 jeweled eggs as a symbol of his unwavering love. These eggs were thought to be myths for centuries, but in 1907, a farmer in Cairo discovered 2 of them. However, the 3rd egg was never found. In the present day, Special Agent John Hartley, an FBI criminal profiler, and Interpol agent Das arrive at a museum in Rome based on information from a source known as the Bishop. The source claims that one of the eggs in the museum is about to be stolen. When they check, the egg is still there, but Hartley realizes it's a fake because it doesn't reflect the room's heat. To confirm, he pours Coke into the egg, prompting the guards to seal the room. International art thief Nolan Booth appears and escapes, eliminating the guards by causing scaffolding to collapse. Hartley corners Booth, and they fight, leading to both falling out of a window. Booth escapes on a stolen motorcycle, and Hartley gives chase in a sports car but gets into an accident with a gelato truck. Booth eventually reaches his hideout in Bali with the egg, but Hartley and Interpol agents are waiting for him, leading to his arrest. The Bishop, who disguised herself as a team member, switched the real egg with a fake one. The next day, Das confronts Hartley, accusing him of swapping the egg and showing him a fake egg. She also informs him of an $8 million wire transfer to a Swiss bank account in his name. Despite Hartley's protests of innocence, he is arrested and sent to a Russian prison. Hartley discovers that Booth is his cellmate, and they believe they were set up by the Bishop. Booth reveals the Bishop's plan to gather all of Cleopatra's eggs and sell them to an Egyptian billionaire for $300 million by the night of his daughter's wedding. The second egg is owned by an international arms dealer, Sotto Voce, and is in a secret vault inside his house. To steal it, they must sneak into the vault during one of his annual parties. Booth deliberately exposes Hartley as an FBI agent in the prison cafeteria, leading to a challenge from another inmate named Drago Grande. Despite Hartley's reluctance to fight, a brawl breaks out, and they are returned to their cell. Later, they meet the Bishop, who reveals that she swapped the egg and sent money to Hartley's account. She plans to steal the second egg in less than 48 hours and offers Hartley 10% of the money, and his release if he reveals the location of the final egg. He refuses, and they decide to team up to plan their escape. Before going to sleep, we learn that Booth is the son of a Swiss police captain. He recalls a time when his father accused him of stealing his watch, even though Booth didn't take it. His father refused to speak to him for a year until he found the watch hidden behind some paperwork. The next day, they put their escape plan into action. Booth causes an explosion by throwing nitroglycerin into a machine, creating chaos. Using a stolen keycard, they managed to flee the building during the distraction caused when Drago attacked Hartley. Booth gets into a helicopter, while Hartley distracts the guards. Hartley tries to reach the chopper, but a guard fires a missile, causing the bridge to collapse. Just as Booth's helicopter takes off, Hartley manages to climb up and jump in. When the guard fires another missile, Hartley opens the other door, causing the missile to fly through the helicopter and hit a mountain. In London, the Bishop holds an agent captive in her office and uses his computer to send a message to Das, informing her that Hartley and Booth have escaped from the prison. She also sends an invitation to Sotto Voce's party. Meanwhile, Booth contacts his friend Tamway to pick them up and take them to Sotto Voce's house. Hartley studies the house's master plan, while Booth shares his plan to access Voce's heavily guarded upstairs safe using a hidden entrance. The house is equipped with advanced CCTV surveillance, and Booth has the technology for facial and voice recognition. They also need a 12-digit passcode from Voce's phone, requiring fingerprint authentication. They arrive at a masquerade party at Voce's house. Hartley meets the Bishop and asks her to dance, deviating from the plan. Sotto Voce sees Hartley dancing with an attractive woman and gets jealous, so he asks her to dance. Meanwhile, Booth collects Voce's fingerprint, and Hartley manages to steal his phone. Both then proceed to the vault room. Booth hacks the CCTV, and they reach the vault. Accidentally breaking the glass with Voce's fingerprint, they find the fingerprint and unlock the door. Das arrives, pointing her gun at them, and orders Hartley to arrest Booth. Hartley refuses, and they enter the vault together. However, the bishop has already entered the vault and fights them for the egg. After a long battle, she outskills them. Sotto Voce and his men arrive, revealing that the bishop had planned this with him, anticipating Hartley and Booth's arrival. They are knocked out by Voce's men. The bishop forces Booth to reveal the location of the third egg, threatening to shock Hartley with electric cables. Booth refuses to talk, even after the bishop increases the voltage to the maximum. Voce strangles Hartley in frustration, and he finally reveals the location of the last egg, hidden in a pyramid in Cairo. As they prepare to leave, the bishop poisons Voce's drink, causing him to collapse. As the bishop exits, Voce, blinded by the poison, starts firing wildly at Hartley and Booth. Thanks to Voce's erratic shooting, a bullet hits Hartley's handcuff, allowing him to break free and escape with Booth. They manage to get out of the underground but find themselves in the middle of a bullfight. Eventually, they board a train, where Booth admits he lied about the location of the third egg. Hartley almost throws him off the train, but Booth relents and is pulled back in. It turns out that Hartley's father was a con man, and he is a cop, while Booth's dad was a cop and now he is a thief. Realizing their common ground, they decide to help each other. Booth reveals that the third egg was hidden by Rudolf Zeig, Hitler's personal antiquities dealer, and was sent to Argentina along with stolen Nazi artifacts. Booth discovered that the watch his father cherished contained the coordinates of the bunker where the egg was hidden. They finally reach the exact location of the bunker, hidden in the middle of a forest. But in a comical twist, Booth realizes he had been reading the map upside down all along, much to Hartley's frustration. In a fit of anger, Hartley smashes their compass. However, they soon discover that they were actually standing right above the bunker entrance. They start digging and uncover a passage leading to a vast vault filled with stolen artifacts. Among them, they find the long-sought final egg. Their moment of triumph is interrupted when the bishop, accompanied by Das and her team, appears. They had been trailing the bishop. In a bid to escape, Hartley, Booth, and the bishop hop into an old Mercedes and engage in a thrilling car chase with the Interpol agents. The thieves successfully disable the Interpol agent's car, leaving Das in pursuit alone. The trio drives the car out of the cave and freefalls over a waterfall. Booth secures the egg and manages to escape the water, but he panics when he can't find Hartley. He drops the egg and rushes back into the water, only to discover that Hartley is unharmed. It's a touching moment, revealing that Booth genuinely cares for his partner. Before long, the bishop survives the ordeal, and just when it seems Hartley is about to arrest her, they share an unexpected kiss. It turns out that Hartley had been working with the bishop from the very beginning. They are a couple who had orchestrated the entire egg heist, and used Booth as a means to lead them to the third egg. She also reveals that the electrocution scene was a ploy to obtain the key for the handcuffs. Booth is forced to surrender the egg, and they leave him cuffed to a tree. The couple travels to Cairo, where a billionaire is celebrating his daughter's wedding. He presents the 3 Cleopatra's eggs as a wedding gift to the bride. Ed Sheeran makes a surprise appearance at the party and performs a musical act. Unexpectedly, Das and her Interpol agents swoop in and arrest the billionaire. Ed Sheeran also gets himself into a scuffle with the guards and is arrested. The Interpol agents secure the eggs, while Hartley and the bishop discreetly escape with the $300 million transferred to their bank account. As the movie concludes, the couple is on a boating holiday when they encounter Booth. He had been captured by Das but managed to escape. He reveals that he tipped off Das about their bank account, leading to it being frozen. Booth offers to work together on another heist, or else he'll leave them to be arrested as Interpol agents are on their way to their yacht. Reluctantly, the couple agrees, and they make their getaway. Back at the office, Das issues a red notice on all 3 thieves. Meanwhile, the couple arrives in Paris, ready to embark on their next heist, the Louvre.